Welcome back to Saxlingham. We are just about to top up the cow's feed. Goodness knows how much they'll take. I don't think they'll take all of it. But if they do, job's a good one. There we go. Fantastic. Right, that can probably stay there for now. So what I have done since the last episode is we have moved or shifted the pregnant females up into the barn from the pasture. So that is all good. I have also completed, where are we? 3 mowing contracts. So 9,000, 5 and 5. So job is a good one there. A little bit more cash in the bank. So we are going to get field number 2 and we can hop in. There we go. Sprayed. Oh dear, what's gone on there? There's a bit of a standoff. So I have also done. There we go. Right. So let's just make sure we are on auto. Job is a good one. There we go. Because I did do a. No, why are you doing that? Reverse. That's the one we want. A what do we call it? Words. Fertilizing contract. My goodness. Now I'm wondering. Okay. We might not need to be putting a lot down. Okay. So obviously with the amount of fur that was already left in the grass, we're not far off being good. So that's not a bad thing. There we go. Let's just back up a touch there. Back on. There we go. Right. So in theory, we shouldn't use too much fur, which is good. Which is good. It saves it for another time. Excuse me. So I think the plan is going to be to get this done. I will have a quick check through the fields, make sure they're all good, and then we're going to advance time. There's no point dilly-dallying now. We've got enough money in the bank to be making sure we've got enough cash for the payments, the hire purchase payments. But yeah, I see no reason why we can't advance a bit of time, and who knows, we might get through to doing a harvest today. So we're through into June. We have weeds. Words are difficult today, people. Words are difficult. So we're going to get these done, and then that's pretty much the field work done. Yeah, it is. Just I've checked everywhere else, all good. We do have more pregnant females, but there's no rush to move them. So we will get to that at some point. But yeah, purchased a little bit of herbicide. We're not going to need a great deal at all. The beauty of precision farming and spot spraying. But yeah, other than that, we'll just need to do this, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we can just move on through to July, and hopefully one of our canola fields will be ready. So let's get on with it. Well, we are into July, and the canola is not ready, but we have not wasted the time. I have cleaned everything. Well, I've cleaned the trailers and the carting tractors. We've cleaned the header. Everything's been repaired. Combine's been refueled. All that sort of, maintenance-y things. And we also now have a calf. So that's pretty cool. We will go and have a look at them shortly. Right, let's get you turned on. Leave that to doing that. I'm just going to see if we can find this car. So I did. The other thing I've done is I've upped the amount of food that the cows consume, just to 150%. Just so, yeah, we have to feed them a bit more often. Oh, where are you? I'm assuming you are somewhere about. Interesting. Am I just being a bit thick? Don't answer that. Don't answer that, people. Thank you. Maybe they won't. It won't show, but it should do. Or it's that small, I can't even blooming see it. We will go with that I can't see it, but I can show you. So, cow barn. There we go. 410001. What a cracking name. Yeah, interesting that it's not showing. Hello. Right. So, I think the plan is going to be to stop hunting for an invisible calf. There we go. I will feed the cows, and we'll just keep going through time. Really, I think so. We'll probably, well, we will be into August by the time that we rejoin. But yeah, all good. Right, let's get that out of the way. Super. Yo. Engine off on you. And yeah, we'll get the cows topped up, and I'll see you, hopefully, when we're harvesting the canola. It's go time. We are ready to harvest. So we have the New Holland and the JCB there. Is that going to be far enough? Yes. I think so. So we've got both the fields ready. Actually, I wasn't expecting the other one to be ready quite yet, but doesn't matter. We'll have plenty of time to get them done. I shall leave it at ×5 for now. There we go. Not quite sure where we're going to put this. Oh, we could put it in the lay-by, couldn't we? That'll work. So I shall get this parked up, and we'll crack on. There's no point faffing about now. We've got some work to do finally. Well, if you look bottom left, you can see the comparison to the previous yield, and we are at what, 122%, which is blooming marvellous. Already 60% full, and I wouldn't even say really, we might just be about halfway around the first headland, so pretty good going, to be fair. I am pleased with that so far. So I think what I'll do is first unload, we'll probably just do it manually, and then, because once we've cleared the headland, we can set the carting tractors onto, let's just go straight here a second, there we go. We can set them onto auto drive, and it'll look better because they won't be driving. I say they won't be driving through the crop. They won't be driving around the headland crop, because auto drive can sometimes have a little mind of its own. It cuts across to unload the combine. But we'll see how we get on. I'm pretty sure that it is set to avoid crops, or fruit it calls it, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, can't knock the yields, and yeah, we made it to our first proper, we'll call this one, harvest. So we've got 2 fields of canola to do. The green beans are not long off being ready either, so they'll probably be September. So we're going to have a busy few weeks, really, and months to be fair. There we go, 80% full. Job is a good one. Like I said, I'll get this one unloaded manually. We'll stick auto drive on, and yeah, we'll get it done. So first, cut through opening up the field. We have done one relatively successful auto drive unload. Say relatively successful, it took an age for the tractor to finally get to me, and then he stayed put for probably about half the hopper that we got at the time, and then decided to reverse back. But yeah, teething problems, nothing quick reverse in the combine made them stop, and we could get unloaded. So job is a good one. But it's, I mean, dark green. It's what you want to see. It's what you want to see. I mean, a lot of it is going to be, well, the majority of this will be header up. Just out of the soil type. Silly thing to say, really, but it is. But yeah, I'm rather pleased with what we've got going on. So I think, let's have a look. So we could do that one, then we can come straight back down on the end and around the curve. So that will work rather nicely. Back on, get out of it. There we go. Super duper. I think ×5 is absolutely fine for what we're doing at the minute. Obviously, if we do get a little push for time, we can adjust things. I'm not trying to stick to it too much, but yeah, we want to advance through the days, and we have got 3 days to get everything done. Or both the canola fields done, should I say. And yeah, job's a good one. The other thing I've been thinking about potentially doing is we'll definitely do one bunker for silage. We might do some of the we might wrap some using the Govile like the static baler. Saw a clip of a video where someone had set it up right next to a bale storage. We've got tractors reversing up, tipping in, and it was just spitting the bales out, and it spat them out. The storage was taking them. I thought, oh, that's very efficient. We might do that. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, making progress. 50% full again. Nice loud beep in my ear hole. Just to wake you up if you'd nodded off. Right. I'm going to push on, and I'll see you very shortly. For a little progress update. So first little block, or land I guess you'd call it. Just about finished. There we go. And I was just thinking about things to talk about. It is not long now until the Islands DLC comes out. 4th of November, I think. Now, sod's law, I'm on the second part of the management train, I guess you'd call it, that I'm being forced to go on. I'm going on with the work. So I won't get my hands on it until probably the Wednesday, I guess. Which is frustrating, but these things happen. it intrigues me from the sort of trailers and stuff like that that I've seen. It looks a really nice map. I'm intrigued about the fishing. I think it will become, it's a novelty to start off with, isn't it? But I think, come on, the raise up, there we go. It'll be something different, and yeah, I reserve judgment, let's put it that way, until I've given it a go. But yeah, I think it's cool when people go, it's not farming, but it is. People fish farm, and then the interaction with the, how you can go out on a boat and do it, or if you just want to grab a rod and sit by on the harbour or whatever, how it gets implemented across other maps, I no idea. Whether it's going to be, it probably is going to be locked. But I don't quite know how it's going to sort of work, really. I haven't watched too much in-depth stuff in it, really. Not that I'm not interested, but I get it's not long now till it comes out, so wait and see, really. I guess if you do want to pick yourself up a copy of it, then feel free to use code CARTECH. That would be very, very helpful. So yeah, not long. I'm really looking forward to the equipment. Onions would be interesting, and then presumably they will be able to be modded, as in whether you have an onion soup production or pickled onions, or that sort of thing. But yeah, the bunning stuff, the JCBs, the older kit, or maybe not older, classics. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting DLC, and it'd be good to see how Giants have executed a British map. And we'll leave it at that, I think. Like I say, reserve judgment until I've seen it, had a play, and yeah, go from there with it, really. So just going out of shot, you will see that there's a bit of a standoff going on. Oh dear. Again, it is most likely down to the way that I did the loop for auto drive. It's going to sit at the same place, and they're going to try and get off that route. Probably should have maybe done it as a one-way course, but either way, it doesn't matter. We can probably, maybe not actually, 20% with what we got left to harvest. I don't know. It's going to be close. I mean, hopefully they'll. We were to eventually just spin around here, get the old GPS back on, and put the auger out. It might kick the New Holland into doing a bit of a reverse, but it's not looking likely. And I did not put GPS on, which is one thought one had. There we go. That's better. Right, well that hasn't worked, so we'll put that back in there and we'll go as far as we can. And then we might have to intervene with the carting tractors, but all in all, not looking too shabby. We've done alright there. There's probably been 4, maybe 5 full trailer loads, so not to be sniffed at. Don't think I'm going to start the second field 9 in this episode. We shall leave that until the next one. I'm just looking at how full we're going to be. Marvellous, that'll work superbly. There we go. Right, so what we'll do is we shall be cheeky We'll put out the auger. Then, oh, you swine! Now, if I wasn't recording that, you would never have believed me. Really? Why could you not have sorted yourself out like that before, eh? Right, well, we might as well try now and just get it unloaded onto go. What a... Bloody awkward. Bloody awkward workers, never mind. At least they sort themselves out and I haven't got to drive the JCB back, so that's good. Come on then. Let's be having you. I don't for 1 minute think flipping the hornet does anything at all, but it allows me to release some frustration on them. And we're not going to make it to the end. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Right, come on. Let's be having you. 18,000 in here, 21,700 in the back of the JCB. Come on. There we go. Are you going to want to follow? Oh, you are. Come on. Keep up. There we go. That is glorious. Does it make you laugh? Oh, it makes me. Hey. Boy. Come back. Yeah, how it can be so clever to follow along like that, and then it does stupid things like just sits there for ages. Never mind. Come on. This is what I had to do before. Just back up the field. Following the trailer. Until we get emptied. What was I saying about doing things properly? Anyway, right. Auger in. I shall grab the... in fact, we're going to park this over here. Out of the way. Right, let's fold that up. There we go. I didn't... go, right. I didn't end up taking the John Deere to the lay-by in the end. I thought, right, we'll just park it in the field entrance here. So, enter vehicle. Yeah. Beacons on. I probably just pulled out in front of a car. Never mind. Lovely job. Right. What we'll probably have to do is give the New Holland a nudge to get that onto its next target location. That won't take us long at all to sort. There we go with that. So let's do that now. In fact, you have you tipped? Yes, you have. Right, so you can be taken off of auto drive, and we'll park you in that shed for there for now. Out of the way. Lovely. And you can go that one. Come on. There we go. Right. Super. A combine will do. You drop that off like that. I do love that snapping feature. It is awesome. Right, so what we'll do is we'll let the old New Holland get down to the silo and we'll have a little catch up, see how much we got off this field and say farewell. So while this tips, or while we wait for it to tip, there we go. Nice quick unload on these trailers. We want time saving stock check. Wowzers. That's a fair bit more than I thought it was going to be. 104,000 litres. Super. and December. So not too long to wait, really. There's 76 grand in, plus whatever we get off of field number 9. So that's pretty cool. I'm genuinely surprised by that. I knew we'd had a 4, possibly 5 unloads, but yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. If you're new, think about subscribing, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Take care.